Good morning, students. We will discuss today about sonar. Sonar. Sonar is sound navigation and ranging. So sonar is a kind of instrument that is basically works by the principle of reflection of sound, and this is the instrument which is used to determine the depth of the sea and also to locate underwater objects. Now how does it work? So this instrument is fitted at the bottom of the ship and it contains transmitter and receiver. Using the transmitter, ultrasonic sound or wave is sent into sea water where it strikes the seabed and then the sound or the wave is reflected. So there is a receiver also installed which will receive the sound wave, the reflected wave, and the time interval of sending and receiving the waves are measured. So using this time interval and knowing the speed of sound in water, one can calculate the distance or the depth of the sea or to what depth the underwater objects are located. So it basically works on the principle of reflection of sound only. So let us try to take one example to understand that how is it useful or how can this be used to determine the depth of the sea. So we have this sea and this is the ship where at the bottom, as I said, this sonar is fitted, and sonar using the transmitter it is going to send the ultrasonic waves which after striking the seabed will be reflected, and there is also a receiver here that will receive the reflected sound and the time is noted down, the time interval is noted down, and accordingly the distance is calculated. For example, in this case, let us suppose the sound or the time for the sound to go and to come back, if it takes 5 seconds altogether. Let us suppose it takes 5 seconds to go and to come back. So for going, the time will be half of this, because we are going to find the distance and not for the distance while coming up, because only one side will give you the depth of the sea. So we are dividing this 5 by 2 and let us suppose we have 2.5 seconds. So 2.5 seconds the wave has taken to go into sea, where it will strike and it will take another 2.5 seconds to go back. So altogether 5 seconds are used, but we are going to use only one side of the time, which will be half of 5, and that will come 2.5 seconds. Now the speed of sound we know in water it is 1500 meter per second. So the distance can be measured using the formula speed into time. So speed into time will be, speed is 1500 and time is 2.5. So we will be getting 15 5 is 75 and 15 2 is 30. So we are getting 3750 meter as the depth of the sea. This is the depth of the sea. The other way that you can find using the formula speed into time by 2. In this case we will be using this full time, and it will be now 1500 divided by 5, which will be divided by 2. So this will also give you the same result of 3750 meter, and you can also convert it into kilometer. So this is how sonar is used. We can have some applications of reflection of sound, like the bats. They can produce ultrasonic sound to locate their prey and to find out the obstacle which are there in their way, in their path. They can exactly locate the obstacle and they can prevent themselves from getting collided with it. Because by producing ultrasonic wave, once the wave is produced, it will strike that obstacle and that will be reflected back, which will be received by the bat, and they will come to know that at what distance from them the obstacles or the prey is. Accordingly they will act. Second is like in the big hall and auditorium where many people sit together. Then in order to make the sound audible to everyone, there is a concave reflector at the back of the speaker, so that when the sound is produced, the sound after reflecting from this reflector can be sent to the audience or can be made audible to everyone. So this can be done in the auditorium. Similarly, reflection of sound can also be used in hearing, or the person having a problem of hearing can use the technique to increase the intensity of the sound, which also works because of the reflection of sound. So we have about this reflection of sound. And then we have next the characteristics of sound. Using the characteristics of sound, we can differentiate the two sounds. So the characteristics of sound is characteristics of sound are loudness, then we have pitch or frequency, and the third is quality. So I know two different sources can have all the three characteristics same. If there are two characteristics same, then third will be different. That will make the sound entirely different from the first one. Now, when we talk about the loudness gives an idea about the intensity of the sound, and this loudness can be measured by the amplitude of the sound wave. That is, if the amplitude of the sound wave is more, we say the loudness of the sound is more, or high loud sound is produced. On the other hand, if the amplitude of the sound is low or small, then in that case low sound will be produced. I can change the loudness by changing the amplitude of the wave, because when I speak with a soft voice, the amplitude of vibration may be very low. In that case, the loudness will also be very low. On the other hand, if I speak loudly suddenly, then in that case the amplitude will increase that will also increase the loudness of the sound. So it is the amplitude of the sound wave that gives an idea about the loudness of the sound. Now in the next class we will discuss about pitch and quality. Thank you.